Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, and today I'm going to shoot one of my all-time favorite types of rifles. That would be a 22 lever action rifle. Now this particular one is a Henry, I believe it's called a Frontier carbine, and it's an Evil Roy edition. I don't believe they actually make this one anymore, but I think they make some similar models to it. I'm not sure if they do, if any models have the silver receiver like this one does, but it is a really nice looking rifle, and it's a really fun rifle to shoot. I have 13 rounds loaded up in this. I think they say that it holds 12, but I think that's if you have the lever open if you're loading it. But if you have the lever closed, I think it holds 13. So let's put some rounds through this guy. Had a little hiccup there. This isn't exactly the highest of quality lever action rifle. Henry is not necessarily known for their 22s being super high quality, but they're not bad. But they're definitely not like a Marlin 39A or a Browning BL22. I think those are definitely better than the Henrys as far as quality goes, as far as like the internals and stuff go. Every once in a while this thing will jam, especially with full length 22 long rifle rounds, but I do have some 22 shorts, and that is what I'm really here for. Alright, now I have this thing loaded up with shorts now. It holds 18 22 shorts, and that's a lot of ammo for just a 22 rifle with only I think it's like an 18-inch barrel. I'm not 100% sure. But, and as you can see, the mag tube doesn't even go all the way to the end of the barrel. It's like an inch or so away. So, I mean, really they could have made it hold a lot, or well, not a lot more rounds, but it could have held like another round or two. And you could have had, 19, 20 rounds in a 22 rifle. Of course, they're 22 shorts, but the other cool thing about 22 shorts is that they're so quiet, and you can't really shoot 22 shorts out of a semi-automatic, which is what a lot of people like to shoot. They like to shoot the 10-22s and stuff. You can't really shoot 22 shorts out of it, so you're pretty much limited to guns like this, a lever action or a pump action that has a tube-fed magazine, and it'll cycle these pretty well, and you don't need hearing protection. And the longer the barrel, the quieter they are. So this is like an 18-inch barrel, but there are 22 rifles out there that have 20, 22, maybe even 24-inch barrels. They can hold a lot of 22 shorts, and they're really, really quiet. I mean, it's basically like shooting a suppressed 22. But this one's not quite that quiet, but it's still pretty quiet. Quiet enough to where I don't need hearing protection. Man, I could stay out here and shoot 22 shorts all day long, but I just don't have that many. If they weren't so rare, and I mean they're not really expensive. They're more than 22 long rifles, but you know they're not that expensive. But still, to shoot all day long, that's a lot of ammo. But I do have a little bit more. Alright, I'm down to my last 16 rounds of 22 shorts. I only had a partial box with me today, but I think we can have a little more fun with 16 rounds of 22 short. What do you say? Alright, that's all the 22 shorts I brought. I do have some more 22 long rifles, but I have a few more guns I want to shoot today. So I don't know that I'll shoot this gun anymore today. But just wanted to bring out one of my favorite types of rifles to shoot. This is really the only 22 lever action I have that's shootable. I have one more it's not really in shootable condition. But I really would like a Marlin 39A one of these days. They're really hard to come by. Well, they're not hard to come by, but they're hard to come by at a good price. You know, Ruger hasn't started making the 39A yet. I think they're going to, but it just hasn't happened yet. And of course I could always find an older one if I can find one for a good price. Like I said, they're really expensive for a 22 rifle. And of course there's, you know, the Browning BL22, I think is what it's called. That's another good 22 lever action. I might look for one of those. Winchester just came out with one. Rossi's got one. There's several out there that I might like to try. But this one's pretty fun to shoot. Like I said, it's not the greatest of quality, but it's a really pretty gun. It jams every once in a while. But, you know, other than that, it's a really good gun. And I don't think I'll ever give it up for anything. But like I said, I really like shooting the 22 shorts out of these. I've said it in a video in the past, you know, a gun like this could make for a good, like, secondary gun for when you're hunting. I forget how I put it in that video, but basically, like, if you're out deer hunting, and everybody knows that when you're out deer hunting, you see all the squirrels in the world, and you hardly ever see any deer. So, like, if you had room for a small 22 rifle like this that you could shoot 22 shorts out of, this could make a good rifle. If you were bored and you're in the deer stand, you could take out a few squirrels, because I don't know about everywhere, but at least where I live, squirrel season and deer season are, you know, they do intersect. So you can technically hunt them both in the same time frame, and I don't think there's any laws out there that says you can't hunt them both at the same time. Well, I don't know. At least that's what the rules and laws are in my state. I don't know about your state, but if you know, everything's all legal, this would be a good rifle for that, or at least a good type of rifle for that, or pump action, or a tube-fed bolt action, something like that. I don't know. I tried it once, and of course, you know, I didn't see any squirrels. But, you know, something like this is definitely a good option for that. But anyway, 22 lever action rifle, definitely one of my all-time favorite types of rifles to shoot. It is just a blast to shoot. Now, of course, if I had a much better range out here with more things to shoot at, it'd be even more fun. But right now, I only have these 3 steel targets. Eventually, I'm gonna, you know, cut away a bunch of this brush and try to put up some more steel targets, but that's, you know, plans for the future. And really, this is not the time of year to be doing that. I don't really want to be out in this thick woods in the middle of summer, you know, tick season and chiggers and all that. But hopefully in the future, I'll have a much better range, and I can bring out guns like this and shoot them more often and have a lot more fun.
Hey, before I go, I just thought I'd remind everybody that I do have a second channel called Redneck Off the Range. Over there, I post most of my non-gun related content, so whether it's a video on my new tractor, my power tools, my projects that I'm working on, maybe wild game recipes, or just a random vlog, I post all of this kind of content over on my secondary channel. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go check it out, Redneck Off the Range. But that's all for this video, so subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.